हेलो फ्रेंड्स, आई होप दैट यू आर रियली वेरी फाइन एंड डूइंग वेल इन योर स्टडीज़। आपने फर्स्ट पार्ट लॉन्ग वॉक टू फ्रीडम शायद देखा होगा और उसमें से ये सीखा होगा द कंपैरेटिव स्टडी विच वाज डन बाय वन ऑफ आवर स्टूडेंट देयर चिराग, एंड ही हैड कम just tried his best there to show you and discussed about the life of these two great personalities, that is Mahatma Gandhi and Nelson Mandela. ये लेसन जो है वो काफ़ी बड़ा लेसन है, इन द सेंस इट इज़ हैविंग रियली बिग मैसेजेस, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स ओवर देयर, and that's the reason I decided to divide this lesson in different parts. Now today in part 2 we are discussing something related with the chapter, that is Mandela's speech and the ceremony which was organized there for his oath taking ceremony there or swearing ceremony there. सो उससे पहले अगर हम चैप्टर का डिस्कशन करने से पहले मैं आपको कुछ पूछना चाहूँगी कि अगर आपको बताया जाए कि आज आपको दिन भर एक ही रूम में रहना है और आपको कुछ नहीं मिलेगा, खाने के लिए भी रूम में मिलेगा, पीने के लिए पानी भी रूम में ही मिलेगा, रूम के बाहर नहीं आना है, ना बुक्स, ना न्यूज़पेपर, ना टेलीविज़न, ना मोबाइल, कुछ भी नहीं, तो शायद हम लोगों को समझ में आएगा कि किस तरह से इन लोगों ने अपने जीवन के इतने साल जेल में बिताए होंगे। बच्चों, बहुत मुश्किल है 1 घंटा भी इस तरह से रूम में रहना। कोशिश करके देखिए तो शायद आपको ये अनुभव होगा कि कितना मुश्किल है। नेल्सन मंडेला, इन्होंने जेल में अपने जीवन के कितने साल बिताए, 1 नहीं 2 नहीं तो 27 साल वो जेल में रहे। अपने यहाँ भी हमारा जो फ्रीडम स्ट्रगल चल रहा था, हम ब्रिटिशों के खिलाफ जब लड़ रहे थे, तब कितने फ्रीडम फाइटर्स ने इस तरह से अपनी सारी ज़िंदगी जेल में बिताई। सिर्फ एक ही आशा थी कि हमें आज़ादी चाहिए। दैट इज़ द सेंटर, दैट वी ऑल लाइक फ्रीडम, वी ऑल लव फ्रीडम। अगर मैं एक एग्जाम्पल देना चाहूँ अपनी हिस्ट्री में से, तो वो एग्जाम्पल होगा स्वतंत्र वीर सावरकर। वो अंडमान निकोबार के जेल में लगभग 11 साल रहे और इन 11 सालों में उनको बहुत सारी यातनाएं ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट ने दी। उनको खाना भी अच्छा नहीं दिया जाता था, खाने पीने के लिए पानी भी लिमिटेड मिलता था, ना बुक्स होते थे, ना न्यूज़पेपर, एक ही रूम में रहना पड़ता था। कई कई घंटों तक उनको खड़ा रखा जाता था। वो कोलू को बांध कर, जिस तरह से बैल कोलू को बांधा जाता है उस तरह से उनको बांध कर तेल निकाला जाता था। अगर उतना अमाउंट का तेल नहीं निकला तो उनको चाबुक से मारा जाता था। फिर भी सावरकर जी ने अपनी हिम्मत नहीं हारी, कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं छोड़ा और पॉजिटिव स्टेट ऑफ माइंड भी नहीं छोड़ा, और इसीलिए उसके बावजूद भी उन्होंने अपने उस पूरे कालखिर जो पीरियड रहा 10-11 साल का, उस पीरियड में उन्होंने जेल के दीवारों पे कविताएं लिखी और वो कविता वो याद कर लेते थे। फिर वो ब्रिटिश ऑफिसर आके उसको पूछते तो फिर से लिखते थे। इस तरह से हज़ारों लाइंस कविता की उन्होंने लिखी, याद की, और जब वो छूट कर बाहर आए उसके बाद उस कविताओं को उन्होंने पब्लिश किया। तो आप धन्य है और हमारा सैल्यूट है ऐसे लोगों को जिन्होंने पूरा जीवन सिर्फ देश की आज़ादी के लिए न्योछावर कर दिया। नेल्सन मंडेला 27 साल जेल में रहे, कम नहीं है 27 साल, और उसके बाद ही वॉज इलेक्टेड एज द फर्स्ट ब्लैक प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ साउथ अफ्रीका. So this is what the very important thing now we are going to discuss about. It was the day 10th May 1994. On that day, the swearing ceremony was organized, and all the world leaders, they were invited for that swearing ceremony. They were present for the ceremony. It was beautifully organized. All the arrangements were made at Pretoria. The building is mentioned here as the Union Buildings in Pretoria. And now that the moment was there, all the black people, they were waiting for that. That was the swearing ceremony of Dr. Nelson Mandela. And he got up, he took the oath, and he delivered the speech. Now what he discussed in the speech is very important for us, because his speech is still inspiring and motivating us how we can live life and we have to work together. That is he had set the goal for each and everyone in the world. So that is what the importance of his speech is. As we know that many speeches are world famous. When we got independence in 1947, our first Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, he also delivered a speech, and that speech is famous as the Tryst with Destiny, in which he is assuring the world and the people there what now the newly formed government, newly born country is going to do. In the same way, here in the speech, Mandela is also trying to assure the people that what he is now going to do with. So there are some important points in the speech over there. What are that important points? First, he is there giving the message that this is the hope to the newborn liberty. Now, what is newborn liberty? That is, they were getting freedom. It was a newborn country now, having equal rights, both black and white. Both were now equal. So, newborn liberty. Liberty means freedom. So, that's what he is discussing. Second, he is discussing that he is having the hope for the society of which all humanity will be proud. In the sense, the meaning is that here Mandela is assuring that we will have such a society, we will develop such a society where everyone will be there treated equally, they will enjoy the freedom, they will get all opportunities, and they will live free. That is what he is giving assurance, that the whole world will be there really very proud of us, that is his society, his country. So that is what the second important message. Then he is saying further that it was the victory there, no doubt, but what was the victory there for? It was a victory for justice, peace, and human dignity. That is what the most important thing. We also have the preamble there when we framed our constitution, that we are there having the equal rights. Then we are there having the freedom of expression. So many things are there. In the same way, here Nelson Mandela is saying that it was the victory for justice, victory for peace, and victory for human dignity. All will be treated equally. There will be no superior and no inferior. So that is what we still today have these things in the mind. We all are working together to establish peace. India is facing the problem of terrorism, and we always say that we believe in peace and let's work together for peace. So that is what it is. Not that we are there having only the dream before. It is today also that we believe and we wish for peace. Not only India, many countries there who are there having some issues and conflicts, they want to establish peace there. So that is very basic necessity for today's world, is to establish peace. Then in the speech he is saying that he wanted to work to remove the bondage of poverty, then is deprivation, suffering, gender, and other discrimination. So we can say that similarity between India and South Africa. When we got independence, at that time also we had the big challenge of poverty. Today we know that we are there having the problem of poverty, but not so much which was there earlier. But poverty is still there in our country. Still we are fighting to eradicate poverty there. So that what he is there saying, that I want to fight for now to remove poverty. Then deprivation, don't deprive anybody there from anybody's right. So that is what he is assuring. Then sufferings can be there in any sense: lack of education, lack of health facilities, lack of medicines, lack of infrastructure, anything there. So these are considered as the sufferings there. So the people who are poor, no doubt they suffer, but in different ways. Poverty is the challenge, illiteracy is the challenge. So he want to do the work and fight for to remove the sufferings of the people. Then he is there assuring that I want to fight against gender discrimination. India still faces the problem of gender discrimination. We are still not able to remove this problem from our society of gender discrimination. What do you mean by gender discrimination? That is the discrimination, differences made between the boy child and the girl child. So that gender discrimination, India is there also having the problem today. So that what he wanted to do, to fight against the gender discrimination and other sort of discrimination. Other discriminations were also there in those days, so he wanted to fight for that. So that is once again very important message that he delivered there through the speech. Then he is there assuring the world that, which is very important, that never shall this beautiful land will again experience the oppression one by another. Oppress means we know that everyone who is superior, having the power, want to dominate. So he is there assuring the world that this will not happen here again, that one community is there dominating over the another. One is superior, another is inferior. So that is what he is there promising there indirectly or directly there, that this will not happen once again in South Africa. And then he is wishing that let freedom be alive everywhere. Let freedom be living there always, everywhere, in every nation, not only in South Africa, everywhere. We all love freedom. So that is what the speech which was delivered by Nelson Mandela when he was there sworn, taking the oath as the president. So that in the second part we discussed only about his speech. Why I have taken only the speech in this part? Because it is very important speech there. The world famous speeches are there, where lot of leaders are there, always giving the message and discussing the problems over there. There is another speech which is world famous, that is the speech delivered by Martin Luther King Jr., in which he said that I have a dream, that everyone should be there getting rights and all the things that he had discussed about. So if we think that the common things that are there, that we, no doubt we belong to different nations, we have different identities, still all the people in the world, they believe that there should be peace, equal rights, liberty, freedom. As we have read French Revolution also, in French Revolution the three concepts were given, that is liberty, equality and fraternity. In the same way there, India also having such an ancient old culture there, believing always in peace. We have taught the world that we all are equal. This world is a single family, that is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. And that's the reason we have so many prayers in our country there, having this message that everyone should live in peace, everyone should be there getting the opportunity to live, to progress and to prosper. So this is what I wanted to discuss with you, taking this speech as a base for discussion there. So I hope that you have gone through the first part and this part also, which is very important part of this chapter, that is the speech delivered by Dr. Nelson Mandela. We will meet again in part 3 there. Once again, stay safe, stay home, stay positive. Enjoy your lockdown as well as be in touch with your syllabus. Thank you.